Welcome back. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. Just gone by basketball and handball. In basketball, we told you the beautiful story of Nigeria's D Tigress. Yes, they're the defending champions of the Women's Afro-Basket Championship. They're trying to defend their title in Dakar, Senegal. Today they qualified for the quarterfinals. They defeated Cameroon. I don't want to tell you the score. I won't be promoting fair play. I will tell you, don't worry. They defeated Cameroon by 106 to 39 points. 106 to 39 points, 67 points difference. Right now, FIBA, they are investigating the Nigerian ladies. Like, what's up? What's going on? Where is the love? But we love it because that's Joseph tagged it properly that they've passed a message of intent. So tell the other guys that, look, we mean business. We're here. They also have the Tokyo 2020 qualification in sight. So that should motivate them. And we told you the beautiful story of handball also. Nigeria's under-21 team, they went to the championship in Macedonia, lost all the matches, but we say, hey, look, it's for development, that there are lessons in it. For instance, Farouk Yusuf got us talking after emerging man of the match in their match against Denmark. Let's come back to the grassroots. We just ended the Nigeria Open talking about table tennis. Quadri made it a fantastic competition by retaining his title. And the Lagos fans, they loved it. Waheed Eniton Oshodi, former Nigeria Table Tennis Federation president and currently the vice president of the Africa Table Tennis Federation. Look, he says there's been loads of benefits organizing that championship in Nigeria. Some of them, he says, it has given the country an opportunity to look at some of the persons that will emerge future stars. Let's listen to it, Oshodi.
There's so much we can still do, but right now, with Haruna winning, that's just the icing on the cake. The organization was very good. A lot of people, I must give credit to them. They worked very hard on this. Our development objectives met. And of course, the future is very bright for Nigeria table tennis. I know, it's something that you ask me every time about the junior players. With the girls, I think there's still quite a lot of work to do. But with the boys now, the older players are scared of their places in the national team. I linked that to you. Taiwo Mati going to the All-Africa Games. That's the name to watch out for in Nigeria table tennis in the next couple of years. He's not just going to be the next big thing. He is going to be the biggest thing we've ever seen in Nigeria.
Also, Smart Color, how much of a prospect is he?
That's a big prospect. He wouldn't like me talking up about Taiwo Mati, Aziz Sholanke. He's much younger than they are, but already the world hopes #1, and that tells you how good he is. The ITTF don't give that title to just anybody. These players are playing very well, and they're playing regularly. So I must give kudos to the federation. They're doing something right. They're making sure there are enough tournaments. There can still be more, as you know. There can still be more, especially for school children during the holidays and all that. So we're really proud of the team. We're really proud of the organization, and we're really grateful for the media coverage we receive. And this is a big tournament now with match anything in the world.
So he's just told us the names to look for. He says, Taiwo Mati. That look, I had to remind him, there's Usman Okonlao, that is also a fantastic player. And he says, that's a huge prospect. The Hopes Championship is for young players. Usman went there to win it worldwide. This is just about 13. There's also Abayomi and Imashan. So the future of Nigerian table tennis is looking very, very, very good. So I don't know, Quadri will start shaking. These guys, they can't even wait for me to get to Segun Toriola's age before they want to throw me. But it's good. It's good, guys. That's what we're talking about, that we need to do more for the grassroots. We need to discover. We now know Taiwo Mati. You'll see Taiwo Mati. Taiwo Mati is just 16. He won the under-21 championship at the National Youth League, and he's going to the African Games at 16. He will pair Segun Toriola, Aaron Quadri, Bode Abiodun, and of course, Gideon Motayo. Loads of experience for the young guy.
Absolutely, Austin. When you think of things like this, you just get very excited. You feel something has been done right, because I mean, getting a 16-year-old to pair with people who, honestly,
legends.
We can call them legends. We can call them guys who have been there and done that. It's quite fantastic. And for a young man like that, 16 years, I mean, why Eniton Oshodi was talking about him and speaking about him in glowing terms. He said he's not going to be the next big thing. He's going to be the biggest. the biggest thing. And that's a very bold statement to say. And anytime on the show, he's not a guy who likes to exaggerate. When he says it, he means it. And goodness gracious, 16 years, Austin, and getting an exposure to African
look at his
games.
backhand in the warm-up. Joseph, this is what we're saying.
I love the left hand, Austin.
It's a beauty to watch, Austin.
I love the left hand.
It makes table tennis look so easy, seamless.
Yeah. And at this age, if he's doing it like this, and he's competitive and he's winning, and the president, editor should said something important, that the federation, they are working.
Yeah.
They should continue. The media. So Taiwo Martin is coming up, and everybody's just talking about Quadri.
Yeah.
Let him be motivated.
Absolutely. And we are not even talking about the Mustafa brothers as well. 12 years, very massive young lads. Lost the game the other day and was in tears. So the names that are coming up in Nigeria table tennis is quite exciting. It shows that the future is really extremely bright. When we have people like Taiwo Martins, now we have to sit down now and tell ourselves, what is the plan for him the next 4 years, 5 years? Which coach are we going to attach to him? What are the other things that could distract him that we should take care of? Because he shouldn't have domestic or other minor issues affect his ability to perform at the peak level. Right now, he's showing signs. Now, in terms of administration, that's what is required now to make sure that he gets the necessary support to excel at this top. I mean, if he's doing so well at this age, we should be thinking of taking him to countries that are doing very, very well in this tennis. Have him, that's why you have the likes of Aspire Academy, where you get the best hands, training with the best coaches, getting involved in sports science and the necessary things that will make him get to the peak of his ability. So we really have to draw up a plan and ensure that he gets to the top. It's indeed very massive for him to be excelling at 16, already winning the 21 under 20 competition. It shows that he has great potential.
Not just that, he's been consistent right from when he was about 11. Now he's 16. NTTF, let me remind you, in 4 years' time, Taiwo Martin will be 20. Absolutely. And at 20, you should be flourishing as a sports person. Because should I tell you Roger Federer at 20? That's what I'm saying. Should I start telling you Djokovic at 20 or Lewis Hamilton? So this guy has shown us that I have the talent. Over to you, Federation. Over to you, the parents. And it's also mentioned the media. We'll do our part. So we'll continue to put lights on Taiwo Martin. Not just Taiwo Martin, whoever is doing well, we're going to put that person out there. Because this is what we could do with watchdog to the society. So shout out to every young talent out there doing so well. It's beautiful. You heard him say Taiwo Martin will go to the African Games. We're getting ready for the African Games. On Friday, action will get underway in Rabat, Morocco. How ready is Team Nigeria for table tennis? Olufunke Oshonaike says they are ready. 10 players will represent Nigeria. 5 male players, 5 female players. Funke Oshonaike says, look, we've been playing table tennis for quite some time. We should go there and dominate. Let's listen to her.
We're very ready, like my teammates, if you can remember. We just had our African Cup Championship. We just finished playing the Nigerian Open. That is to me like a preparation for all of us, you understand? So we can see how the Egyptians are playing. We can see how some of the African people that are here for the competition, we can see how they played, So for me, so far, so good. Though a lot of us lost in this competition, but for me, it's like a preparation for us, so we are ready to go.
Finally, I'm not fully ready because I'm injured. I really need to take good care of me. I should be thinking about recovery now. Of course, if Nigeria can take good care of me, I should be in African Games. If not, I just have to recover so that I don't miss next season with my club. Because my job in Europe is very important.
Olufunke Oshonaike says the ladies are ready. Yeah, she's going to be leading the pack. Edem Ofyong is in the team for the ladies. Cecilia Otoakpan is in the team. Ajoke, is also in the team. For the men, I don't know, Quadri is the biggest player. And Joseph, you heard him there say, I've been injured. So sports ministry, federation is over to you guys. I have to play for myself first. Then I have a club that is footing my bills. So if you guys don't take care of me, I might not be at the African Games.
It's not just Quadri, other athletes, we have that in athletics as well, that threat of not coming. You know, what he's trying to do is let us know that there is a comma somewhere. And I just hope that somebody in the federation, sports federation, would come in and hold discussions with him, you know, and let's see what are the areas we need to iron on, because we really need our best, you know, at the All-African Games. We need our, I don't know if Quadri is the biggest fish in Nigeria, you know, table tennis. Whatever issue is, whatever the issues are, really, I think it's important we attend to it now that he has stated that there is a comma to it, and then I just hope they're able to resolve it so that we can move on with our best. And we can't afford not to excel in table tennis.
Awesome, awesome. Nyabong, we don't want to compare. No, we shouldn't anymore. And look, in terms of comparison, I say I don't go far. I will say Europe, America. I'll use South Africa, I use Kenya, I use Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia. The African countries are doing so in terms of athletes' welfare and, of course, giving infrastructure. So just try and imagine. I don't know, Quadri, with everything he has done, just imagine. Just imagine.
Just imagine. Very wild imagination. You know, think about the fact that if he was Egyptian, if he was South African, would you imagine what they would, the pedestal they would put him on? They would put him on that pedestal and almost literally worship him, because when you've done so much for a nation, when you've gone sometimes sacrificially, you know, he's gone and done his thing for himself, he's pushed himself most of the times, he's needed to inspire himself, and he's done that great. And when things like this happen, he's injured and he needs to come out and tell the federation to take care of him. Austin, it is embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing. It shouldn't be happening for a guy like Haruna Quadri. I mean, such a massive brand. It's a huge brand, and it's a guy that when you go on the street, you're looking at budding table tennis stars. The one name on their lips is Haruna Quadri. Shouldn't be playing with a guy like that. Shouldn't be.
So Haruna Quadri has said it. Sports ministry. Those of us that watched him play the final, he did it with a lot of pain, injury. So every now and then they were coming to apply medication. He had to do that for the Lagos fans, he said, and he pushed all the way. But now he's struggling, and he said he needs aid. So, and he's going to represent Nigeria. We need to do more to take care of our athletes. So let's see what Haruna Quadri will do. Hopefully he'll be fine, because I want the table tennis players to be, particularly that Taiwo Mati will be in that team.
I was going to say that. What a massive blow it would be if Taiwo Martins doesn't get an opportunity to be on the same team with Haruna Quadri. I'm sure he was looking forward to having some chit-chat with him and asking him questions and learning from his experience. And if you betray that boy of not having that chance to be in the same team with Haruna Quadri, it would be very, very devastating also.
So,
but also the timing of it. I mean, it's just the competition starts on Friday. I understand there is need to raise alarm, but it's coming a bit slightly late. But I do believe that the authorities can still work on, talk to him. It's very important to hold meetings.
Guess what? 3 days to the World Cup. Argentina are going to the World Cup. Portugal are going to the World Cup. And Ronaldo picks up a calf injury.
No.
The president of Portugal would say, get that boy in that plane. I don't care what it takes.
Which of the World Cup did Ronaldo de Lima appear with crutches? One of the World Cups.
France
Romario,
98.
Romario,
France 98. They took him there. So, what I'm trying to say is, when you've got a guy with that kind of image, you do what it takes.
That's what it is.
You do what it takes to get him there. Not just for him, not for just the nation, but for the young stars who are coming to him, to learn from him, to just rub off that experience he's got. You've got to do all it takes to get him there. I'm sorry.
At what point, Austin, are we going to start thinking professionally about our sportsmen?
That's
at what point,
$1 million question.
Because this is a general thing. It's Haruna Quadri today. We've had a lot Tobilola the other day. I don't know when we are going to get it right. And the director of Nigeria Sports Commission said that there's no problem whatsoever. You know, of this Ministry of Sports, they've sorted out everybody. Austin, remains to be seen.
Issues. Trying to get me talk. But that's what it is. Let's do what we can to have our best players out there to represent the country. The African Games is a big deal. It's too late to start talking about preparations. For themselves, they've done well. And that's why I would say competitions. Create more competitions, because the Nigeria Open was good experience for them. So they've seen some of the Egyptian players, they've seen some of their opponents that they will compete against in Rabat, and that's good experience for the team. Let's bring the discussion to football now. The CAF Champions League first round has been played. Kano Pillars, look, they told the fans in Kano that we love when you guys come out, but how about we test your BP? That's what they did. It was so close, but they won that one against Ashanti Kotoko. Let's hope that they complete the business in the second leg in Ghana. But it wasn't a good result for Aimba. But look, the People's Elephants, they said they're going to wrap it up in the second leg. And the goal was because Niger Tornadoes lost at home to Santoba of Conakry, Guinea in the CAF Confederation Cup, and that's really not a good one for Nigeria. But let's talk about Kano Pillars in your bong one.
It wasn't a good result for Kano Pillars, in my opinion, because when you're talking Ashanti Kotoko, I don't think you can really say they are part of the aristocrats of African club competition, because they used to flirt in the past, you know, consistency here and there, but they are no more that side. And that's why I was really surprised that Kano Pillars struggled to beat them. And I mean, I'm never comfortable when someone scores 2 goals away from home, scores a goal away from home, or even get to score 2. It's a tall order for Kano Pillars to go out there and win. I think Kano Pillars, if they can get their acts right, if they can get their discipline right, if they can get their tactics right, they can pull off a surprise. I really do, because I've seen them play, and I think they've got some really good players, some quality players. Iman Yagwa is a guy who can really wreak havoc. I think they can score away from home. Can they score 2? I really doubt. But it's a tall order for Kano Pillars to go to Accra, Kumasi, and get all that they need to qualify. It's not a good result. Also.
I know. He has just described it, a tall order for Kano Pillars. What is it for Aimba, Joseph?
No, Aimba, of course, I mean, it's a good result. Just 1-0. No, it is a good result. Away, just losing by a long goal.
Guess what? It's ridiculous.
They shouldn't concede one at all.
It's ridiculous. And I think he's right.
No.
For a club like Aimba, when you lose 1-0 away from home, it's a good result. Because when you come to Aba,
you can finish
it's a different game entirely. Your opponents will get to find out that when the fans start to scream Aimba, it's a different thing entirely. So I think it's a good result, even though they lost.
It just
sounded funny that they lost the game and he said
it's a good result. That's it. It's over 2 legs.
It is.
It's over 2 legs, and I get where Joseph is coming from. If you say it's good for Aimba losing away in Burkina Faso, and we get the job done in Aba in the second leg, how about Niger?
Good night. It's done. I mean,
good night for Niger. I'm sorry, Austin. I wasn't even confident when they qualified. I think Niger Tornadoes are your club. With due respect to them, I think that they tried. They're a mid-table club. They found themselves in the final. Incidentally, they were in the final 2 years ago against YN.
So they lost as well.
They always do well in the cup competitions, and this time round, it's not good enough. Also, you cannot be losing 2-1 at home. And Mina is a place where MPFL clubs struggle to pick wins in, and someone has come from wherever and come and pick 3 points very comfortably. So I'm wondering how you're expecting Niger Tornadoes to go. I said the Kano Pillars had a tall order. Niger Tornadoes have got an improbable order. To go there and score 2 goals, they've got to win by 2 clear goals. So I'm wondering,
that of Kano is even worse, because if they are able to, in addition to what I'm saying is that Etoile is the next opponent. They are able to scale, and so really, it's pretty much impossible.
So what would you do if you're a Kano Pillars? You will lose the second leg and drop to the CAF Confederation Cup.
Better.
No.
Because
No, guys. No. And right now, you guys are talking, you say, don't tell them to stop.
No.
There's a guy talking to me, say, they don't know me. My name is football. Where anything can happen.
Is possible.
So guys, calm down. It's
we're welcome.
It's football. Good night tonight. Just today, it's all over because it's football where anything can happen. But we'll continue to monitor the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederation Cup. 4 teams from Nigeria. Enugu Rangers got a bye. I'll be expecting them in the next round, and let's see if they can get us talking the right thing. Wrestling. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let's go on this break. When we come back, the UEFA Super Cup. We'll talk about it. It's Liverpool taking on Chelsea. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. I want to read your messages, and this one right away. Sumbo Badmos. Sumbo, you did send me a message. Send me a message. I'll read your message on the show. Olawi Ademola says, I don't know, Quadri deserves to be given a national honor by the federal government for his contribution to the development of table tennis in Nigeria. Your opinion? Let's see. Federal government can actually do that. Henry Aguehan says, let's get it. Talking about the D Tigress. Isaac Afolabi says, consistency is one of the major reasons for the D Tigress and their impressive show. Consistency, because some of the players are busy, some of them in the WNBA and different clubs all across Europe. Femi Ogundipe, thank you so much for setting the record straight. It says it was in 2015 in Yaoundé that the D Tigress lost to Cameroon by a single point, 70-79. I said not 2017. Please, thank you so much for setting the record straight. Abidemi Ilori says the D Tigress should keep on dominating Africa. Yes, but you know, it's good to win, but staying up there, it's a lot of work. So the MBBF, the Ministry for Youth and Sport, should be able to do those things that will make them sustain the momentum. Olawi Ademola says, kudos to our beautiful D Tigress for making us proud. Please, are those girls single? Really? Don't distract
He's asking for a friend.
Yeah, he's asking for a friend. It's okay. But let's just keep rooting for the fantastic. Guys, let's talk about the UEFA Super Cup. Last season, English clubs, they said, look, every other club in Europe, just take the back seat. They dominated the UEFA Europa League and the UEFA Champions League. Chelsea and Liverpool. What do you think? What are your expectations?
Chelsea, a team in transition, and lost Hazard and the defender, Luis. And I really don't, at the weekend, United really had them for dinner, 4-0. You know, so really, they're looking like a team that is pretty much weak, if you really look at it. And this ban has really hit them hard. They've not been able to bring in any player. They've just managed to bring in their normal players on loan. And Liverpool, I mean, you can't bet against Liverpool. 4-1 against Norwich at the weekend. All their players are back and in form. Mane has joined the team. So really, they have the luck of Istanbul in 2005. They won the Champions League there. So it's looking very much like a Liverpool win. But you just can't say, you know, it's football. But Chelsea has not really hit the ground running this season.
But the season just started, guy.
Yeah, I know.
But there's nobody. Chelsea fans are very humbled now. They want to show some love to Chelsea fan out there as they get ready to play Liverpool, because Chelsea needs to start winning here.
You know,
But Austin, to be very fair, I don't think we can read too much into the result on Sunday rather. A couple of youngsters were given an opportunity. Lampard got criticized by his former boss, Jose Mourinho, for now starting Giroud and N'Golo Kante. And Lampard responded. He said, I'm not going to go to the medical table and bring up people to come and play. Yeah. Obviously, Chelsea have got a lot of injured players, and you would agree with me, if they had a Giroud on the pitch, or a Kante, a Willian, a Rudiger, maybe the scoreline wouldn't have been like that. So I don't think we can read too much into that game. But having said that, I still think Liverpool will win, and quite comfortably too, because they are the side in form. They've started the season quite well, and then they've got enough quality. But I'm very interested in the referee. The very first female referee to officiate in a European club, major European clubs men's game, and it's great for Stephanie Frappard, who became the first woman in French football history to officiate a championnat game in April 1st. So it's great for her. Yeah. She officiated in the World Cup final in July, Holland against USA. So it's great. When I was talking with Joseph behind set, and I was asking him, how will she cope with you know, when players get they're trying to come to your face, you know, scream at you and use swear words and all of that. No, how would she cope with that? Because
she will use that whistle. Look at it, right?
And the card behind.
I know. And the card behind. They don't test me. No, go back. And when a woman looks at you straight in the face, I believe
guess what?
It's good for the game.
Guess what? I'm just looking at Stephanie Frappard and imagining someone goes up to her and just starts to remonstrate, and the next thing, She puts her hand in the pocket, flashes a red card.
And off you go.
And off you go. Yeah. And the next time, you just call your teammate, avoid her.
I know. Let me just read this comment before we wrap up the show. Sumbo Badmus, finally you said something. Say, honestly, the way a man at Chelsea FC was humiliated and dehumanized, that's how you describe it, totally. By Manchester United on Sunday at no, it wasn't Stamford Bridge, it was at Old Trafford. I said it will be reoccurring tomorrow in the Super Cup. This might be the World Super Cup defeat because Chelsea might suffer another heavy one. Now, why are you doing that to Chelsea fans? But let's see. It's football where anything can happen. But yeah, it is what it is. Chelsea is going through a lot at the moment, but you can't take it away from football. Football just has a way to just humble you, and then all of us start saying, how did they do it? What happened? And all of that. Guys, I think this is where the curtains will fall. Thank you so much for stopping by, Joseph, in your Bong Monday. I keep remembering what you said about the referee. Said avoid her. Yeah, because when a woman is ready to take charge, they take charge. And besides, the better managers, they control things very well. So this is good for the game. I love it that Frappart is being considered for that one tomorrow in the Super Cup. That's how far we can go on the show tonight. Thank you so much for your time. Hey, but keep talking to us. You know, we don't stop talking sports here. On Twitter, our channels _sports, Facebook, channels-sports. That's the show for the team. I'm Austin Okonakwan. In everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.